Mr. Calvin Castine, it's the last day of April 2002. Temperature is about 45 to 50 degrees, but there's a breeze. So it feels a lot colder than that. We're here for the Saranac Lake Northeastern Clinton track meet, track and field events. Throwing going on as we speak. And we're about to have the first track event, a 800 relay. 800 is one time around. There's jumping going on over this way. We'll try to get you a jumper once in a while and a thrower once in a while. But we'll probably be doing mainly the running, the track events. The gun is up, and they're off. Saranac Lake in the red, Cougars in the maroon. And rain is threatening. Rain is forecast. Earlier today they said we'd be having rain about this time. Apparently this is the 3200 relay. The hurdles are set up for the hurdle race. Garrett Woodward running for the Cougars. It's the Red Storm. Handoff will be on the next time through. This is Hillary Dessereau, varsity runner for the Cougars. This is probably a modified runner, and here's the Saranac Lake runner. And we'll turn and see how far ahead the boys are. They'll kick down the stretch as they get set for the handoff. Meanwhile, Dessereau has a nice lead over her opponent. This is the relay, so we're going to have the first handoff coming up shortly here on the boys' side. Both runners kicking. Woodward changing lanes down the stretch here. It'll be nip and tuck, slight lead for the Red Storm. Bad handoff, and the Cougar runner jumps out to a lead. We'll turn now and see if we can get the girls' handoff. We apologize because we don't have all the names. This is perhaps our worst on this in cross country, our worst sport to try to get the names. There's Dessereau, and there's her handoff. Not a great handoff, but when the Cougars have such a comfortable lead, I'm sure they're happy with it. And here comes the, I believe, I'm going to guess modified runner here. I believe that's Duffy on the second lap. Second leg. Here come the boys on the second leg, their first lap. They are still nip and tuck. And the girls, the Cougars still have a comfortable lead. I would guess the hurdles will probably be our next event. There's the lead that the Cougars have. This is the first lap of the second leg. There'll be 4 runners altogether. This is Emily somebody. And Cougar boys have opened up a big lead here. Here comes the second handoff for the Cougars. And the Cougars are going to lap the Saranac Lake girls. There's the handoff for the boys for Saranac Lake. And the first leg
I want fully automatic timing
for the Cougar girl.
Go get it, Alex! Come on!
This would be the modified girl. And coming up quickly is the Northeastern boy, extending that lead. And it's his first lap. Here comes the second handoff for the girls. That's Herdick. Herdick going for the Cougars. His fellow's completing his first lap. Here comes the handoff for the Red Storm girls. So they're halfway through the race. And coming into view is what we're assuming is the modified. And here comes their handoff. Not a lot of pressure on that team because there's the last handoff for the Cougar boys. It goes to Menard. Here comes Herdick. Katrin Herdick coming through. Not a lot of pressure. Here comes the handoff for the Red Storm boys. Not a lot of pressure for the modified team because Saranac is not running anybody. Robbie Menard now coming into view. He's got one more lap. And he's enjoying a comfortable lead over the Saranac Lake counterparts. Since just about everybody involved will be competing in another event, with a lead like Northeastern has, you probably don't want Menard to be expending himself, more or less saving himself for the future events. Comes Herdick with their handoff. So Northeastern enjoying a comfortable lead in both the boys and girls 3200 relays. Menard is finishing the race right here. And as you can see, the boys have double lapped the Saranac Lake girls. Here comes the Saranac Lake runner. This will be completing the Saranac Lake boys finishing up. Now, there's the last handoff for the modified. One more lap for the varsity girl. The Saranac Lake girl, quite a ways behind. The throwing continues in that direction. There's a discus throw. The throwing going in both directions over there. And here comes the varsity finishing. Yeah, varsity girls have finished for Northeastern. And here comes the Saranac Lake runner finishing for the Red Storm. We have a jumper. We turned to see if the modified runner was Dragoon jumping. Modified runner was coming. Sounds like they're saying Mallory. So this will conclude the opening 3200 relay. The triple jump, the long jump, occurring over in this direction. A variety of volunteers.
I need you to go work at your solo.
And the track and field events. The result due to the efforts of a lot of people who are doing things like setting the bar and measuring for the jumps, the long jump and the triple jump. Measuring for the throws. Looks like the gun's up. Here they come. Hurdles. It's like cross for the Cougars. And Northeastern will take that one. Second and third is Saranac Lake, and then the Cougars. I believe that was Joe Cross from Alberg. There's the long jump. They're just warming up. The hurdle's different. The distance is different for the girls than for the boys, and the height has to be lowered. Looks to me that when they actually do the jump, they would be jumping in this direction. The sand appears to be over here. You see Kathy Woodward with the rake. So what we saw earlier was just practicing, I'm sure. So they should be coming from left to right. It'll be cold out there. It'll be tough to warm up the muscles in this kind of weather. The gun is up for the girls' hurdles. There we go. And here they come. It's like 2 Cougars and a Red Storm runner. Cougars in the lead. And we're right down to the stretch. And boy, looked like Saranac Lake won it by a whisker. Now rolls the referee at this end.
One more heat.
Another Saranac Lake jumper.
I'll get you later. Go get you.
All the people measuring, including myself with the camera here, dressed like it's February, and these poor runners have to go out here in just a tank top and very light shorts. This will probably be the last hurdles.
Come on, we'll all 4-step them. Come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on.
Down to the wire. Cougars win. The Cougars win.
Yes. In the 15-16, I think we're split.
Meanwhile, back at the high jump.
What'd you call the... I saw that name.
Oh, longer.
Like we have a race coming up. Looks like we're almost set here. Waiting for the gun to go up. Looks like the referee is ready. Gun is up. Looks like there's going to be about 6 or 8 of them here. Let's see. And they're off. Cougars in the darker uniforms. Cougars finishing no worse than 1-3, possibly 1-2 there. Great running.
I know, but this is for like...
The gun is up. The next heat. Here they come.
Come on, Rob, big arm, big arm, big arm, come on.
Right, Kelly. Yeah.
Cougars finishing 1-3-4. All right, got girls coming now. Gun is up and here they come. Like Saranac Lake with a big lead. The race will be for second place. And it looked like it was close for third. Yeah, they snuck one in on me. Didn't see the gun go up. I was looking toward the jumpers to see if they're ready to jump. Oh, 1-1. I have to tell you who won that one. That was close. Close all the way around. And in the meantime, we did have a jumper. Yeah, we've got high jumpers in addition to the long jumpers.
Relay.
Turn around and the gun is up again. They're ready for another one. There we go. All Cougars. All Cougar competition here. Another run coming up. Boys first. Like a crowded field. We just missed a big throw by Mike Castine on the discus.
Runners, on your mark.
Here we go. Not sure what the distance is that these guys are running.
Round, I'm going around.
See the snow and the horizon up in the Scioto area, Altona.
Where Mike Doggo?
Where they're trotting in, I'm going to guess they're going more than one lap.
Let's go, Nate. Let's go, Garrett. Go, Matt. Go, Max. Hi, guys. Let's go. Go, Chip.
Those are our leaders.
Good job. Good one going, kid.
All right, Might be the 1600.
Here we go, Matt. For Matt, the quick one, Travis. That's two. All right, Matt, right here. This lap, buddy. This lap. Go get him, Mike. Good job. Give it, Mike. Ready? Okay. Like that.
There's our leaders. Let's see if we got a jumper coming. A long jump or a triple jump. There comes. She's just practicing. Just getting her steps down.
Here we go, Nate. Here we go, Matt.
There's the third leg. We're done lap, so one more lap to go.
Let's go, Matt! Come on, Matt! We need this, Matt! We need it, Matt! We need it, Matt! On the toes, go! Here we go, Matt! Come on! Here we go, Chris! Go, Chris! Go, Ted! Go, Teddy! Come on, Garrett!
Alright, where's our leaders? There we go. Saranac Lake has opened up a bit of a lead on Woodward.
Way to go, Matt!
Come on, Lee! Good job!
Come on, Garrett! Come on, Garrett! Push it! Go, Nate! You got it, Nate! Come on, Garrett! Good job, Nate! Come on, Garrett!
And Saranac Lake will take first. Second place belongs to
Hey, Garrett!
Northeastern, and I'm not sure here how many places down they score. But Saranac Lake will have third. They might only score the top three in a race like that, or they might only score the winner in the second place. I don't know. Here come the Cougars.
All the way home, Max!
Go, Max!
Hey, Max!
Come on, Chris! Finish hard!
All right, Chris, all the way home, kid! Chris!
A few more Red Storm runners.
Come on, DJ! Hi, DJ! All the way home, DJ! Sounds like he's running. There you go!
Looks like we've got some girls set to start their run. They do 1500 instead of 1600. And looks like we just missed another Mike Castine throw. Looks like he got some real good distance in this one. About half a mile. Now the measuring in the long jumps is they measure whatever part of your body ends up closest to the line. So if you jump and your feet are way out and you fall backwards, it's whatever part of your body is closest to the line. So it's not whatever goes the furthest. So it's not just your feet. You want to make sure your feet end up being the part that hits the ground and you don't fall backwards and get a couple extra feet taken off your jump, or even inches taken off your jump. 1,500 for the girls. CVAC track and field. The last day of April 2002. Just get rid of the snow. We had a snowstorm Sunday. This is a Tuesday. If we were here 24 hours ago, there would have been still quite a bit of snow on the ground.
NCCS people!
Comes the jumper, triple jump. And you see how she landed forward, so her feet become the part of her body that is marked for the distance. Saranac Lake runner, good lead here, almost a little over third, closing in on the halfway mark.
Good
700 meters down, 800 to go.
You can hold that up a little longer. Okay. And you're pretty close on the board. It's not great, but I think you're probably just far back.
We'll have one lap to go when she comes across.
We put up a good fight without it. Think what we can do with it. You guys could even with them at the start. We can just kind of take it out base and help out of the grade.
No!
This will be the gun lap. Alright, Saranac Lake has finished 1, 2, 3. We switched batteries, and in doing so we moved our recording button, so we ended up not being able to record for a few seconds. Saranac Lake finishes 1, 2, 3, but Cougars get 4, 5.
Are you cold there, Zach? There again continues with the high jump. What they do is they
They jump and they go run a race and come back and jump. They keep raising the bar higher for the high jumps. Sometimes you get good jumpers who pass on the lower jumps and don't start jumping till it gets to a certain point. Of course, they have to make sure they can make that first jump, because you only continue if you make a given jump. Hence in the high jump. What we're watching here is the long jump. I have another race about to begin, but it is starting to spit rain a little bit. And we're going to tell you right now that if it starts to rain, we're out of here. We're not going to stay out here in the cold and rain to take this event. So next up is a relay. I believe it's the 4x1. You get 3 attempts at a given height. Back when my eldest son Justin was competing in this, the high jumps were done over there on the tennis court, and the long jumps were over there, and the throws were still in the general area where they are now. But we aren't able to get all those other events, and of course it bothered me that I wasn't able to get the events my son was competing in. He competed in the throws and the jumping and wasn't involved in the races, but we concentrate on the races because we feel we get more kids involved by doing this, but we feel bad about missing the throws and the jumps. It's like 3 Cougars and 1 Saranac Lake runner. Getting cooler now. The wind is starting to pick up. There's the handoff. It's nip and tuck. Nip has a short lead over tuck. And handoff just about even on the handoff. Looks like Saranac Lake is gaining some ground. The rain is starting to come a little heavier, a little steadier. Uh-oh, bad handoff for Saranac Lake. This is going to be a foot race. This is going to be a foot race. Cross has got some wheels. Cross has got some wheels. Cougars are going to beat Saranac Lake in the relay in the 4x1. And the bad handoff is what did it. Gave Cougars, opened the door for the Cougars. And they jumped through it, jumped through it, so wow.
What's the usual time for that? I don't know what they want, 48, maybe 49. Okay, girls, let's go. Go get on.
Next, I think we have the 4x1 for the girls.
Hello? I'm like, I'm so serious. What's your name? He's not in there. He told me 3 times.
I believe this will be her last attempt at this height. Next we have the frozen 4x1 for the girls. They're kind of cold, as you can tell. Whistle. Referee's ready to put the gun in the air. Gun is up. And on their mark. Long wait here. And the other hand is up. You're set. There we go. There we go. 4-by-1. You have to judge by the handoffs who's in first. Looks like Saranac Lake ahead by just a bit. Now they're stretching it out. One more handoff. This girl is moving. Yeah, Saranac Lake gonna win this one running away. The Cougars, Saranac Lake, and the Cougars. The boys are going to start their high jump. Another race about to start. And your gun is up. And they're off. The way they're running, it looks like to me like it might be just a 400. Saranac Lake runners starting to get position. Looks like Saranac's going to be 1 and 1 and 2.
Good, real good. That's going to help a lot.
Keeping track of all the scores of these events is an art in itself. There we go. I have a jumper from Saranac Lake and a run through. There we go. We got another run. Just 2.
Strong and straight. Good, Mike. Good, Mike. Good job, Mike.
Looks like she tripped. Next, I believe it's the 400 for the girls. That's the girls, but I believe it's the 400. The gun is up.
No, stretch from the high jump. Stretch from the high jump.
And off. Cougars are running 1 and 2. Cougars are battling for third. Looks like the fight is going to be for third. There's 1, there's 2, and Saranac Lake will finish third. Fountain will finish fourth. Make no mistake about it, it is chilly out here with a little breeze and a little bit of rain spitting. These folks have got to be mighty uncomfortable. Oh, the race is off here. Let's see what we got. We got one runner. I believe we're looking at Megan Duffy. And we're running this event just for her. Hope she appreciates that.
After the runner, put the hurdles on the track.
Are we hearing hurdles? Bringing the hurdles on the track. Probably 400 hurdles coming up. Jumped it with ease. Looks like our favorite exchange student is ready to go again. Yui.
Here we go, Steve. Go, Nate.
We have a, let's see, this is hurdles. 400 hurdles, I believe. 400 hurdles. There we go, guns up. There we go. It's like the Lynn Scott and Cross. It looks like to me running for the Cougars. And judged from the time they hurdle, who's actually in the lead. Because they're in different lanes. And looks like Saranac Lake runner is ahead. Very close now. Very close.
Up high, Steve!
So has all the makings of coming down to the wire. Photo finish. That looks like Saranac Lake has opened up a lead now. Saranac Lake has opened up a lead. This same fella has won quite a few events for him.
That's good. That's good.
Dave, are you smiling?
Long jump.
I don't know. Runners in place. No, I want to move.
So the more you get, like if that one, the more points you get, the better you do. So in track, second
The high jump bar is up to right around 6 feet, I guess. The gun is up for the girls' 400 hurdles.
I mean, I can feel that gun didn't leave me, I think. Huh?
And now, Saranac Lake, slight lead. Saranac Lake increasing the lead.
So is mine. Dude, go ask to go to the bathroom. Dude, I'm on the side. Like, how much time? How much more can we do?
No, I gotta retie my shoes, bro.
This will take us a while.
Come on, Sarah!
Not gonna get
There's the Saranac Lake hurdler. Has a comfortable lead. And the Cougar hurdler. Saranac Lake will be third, and the Cougars will be second and fourth.
Did a crispy one? I wish I could listen to you.
Now there are dozens and dozens of kids involved in these sports, in the event, and where in the heck are they? Got all kinds of energy. What are they doing? They're sitting over there instead of over here helping clear hurdles off. You got a few helping out. But they're sitting down there visiting instead of helping to keep this event going. So you got only a small handful of people helping out. The people from other events could help out too. They could all pitch in here and make this a smoother running operation. Next event, gun is up. As they're pacing themselves, it's probably a long race. I have no idea how long it is. I could use a PA system here to announce what events are taking place. Okay, see, this meet is almost 2 hours old at the moment. A misty rain has returned. I would expect that we're going to finish this particular race, but the rain starts coming down hard. We'll cut it short. One lap. If they're kicking in, so this is it. This is it. Saranac Lake's winner is going to outlast Woodward. Woodward's going to come in a close second. There comes the race for third. Looks like Cougars have more legs. Cougars going to finish second and third. I don't know how many again. Oh, here we got a race. This guy doesn't know he's in a race. Cougars should have been hollering to him, let him know. He didn't know he had somebody sneaking up. His rear view mirror was clouded. That was the 800. Not sure if many down they count. They only count the score of the first two finishers, or if they go further down. Looks like we have a Saranac Lake high jumper. And he hurdled it. Like Phillips doing the long jump over there. There she comes. Triple jump. Brittany Phillips. The gun is up. There they go. Saranac Lake running 1-2.
Hey, Heidi, right there, Heidi!
This is the 800. So this is a halfway mark.
Somebody's probably got some really good.
You see the drops on our camera. The moisture is coming down a little harder. One and two for Saranac Lake. Dragoon will finish third. And here comes the Cougar runners. Oh, you take the part that landed the furthest back.
The last 2 years, every meet is close.
He had good feet, but had to catch himself, so his hand is the measuring point. That's why you need that forward momentum when you land. Next up is the 200, and we might just end up getting the boys and girls 200 and then get out of here. Here's the gun up. And they're off. When they start the race at the far end like that, they've got to coordinate with the people that, with the stopwatches here at this end. Looks like the Cougar is in the lead. Cougars finished 1-4-5. They've had last call at the sand pits here. The gun is up at the far end. Looks like another small group of boys. There's 3 of them.
Go, boys!
Cougars have finished 1-2 in this heat. Some ducks flying around out there. I believe we have girls coming up next. Rain's coming down a little harder here. This is going to be our last event, but they better get going, otherwise our previous event is going to be our last event. The gun is up. They're set. Here they go. 200 meter. With the Saranac Lake runner is going to finish first. Battle for second. There's first. Here comes second. It's a Cougar. Fourth and fifth for Cougars. Okay, the gun is up. This is going to be our last bit of coverage here. Rain is starting to come down harder. I'm going to let this here be the conclusion of our coverage of today's track and field event. Northeastern being visited by the Red Storm of Saranac Lake. Looks like Katie Gay leading the pack. Jarvis next. And a couple of Red Storm players. That's going to wrap it up. Starting to get wet out here, and it's already cold, and the camera will not survive
Let's go, guys.
the water, so we're going to get out of here. Our apologies to the people in the events that we didn't cover, but we can't ruin our equipment for the sake of covering an event. So thanks for watching, and particularly for those of you who are supporting Hometown Cable's ongoing efforts. You've been watching Hometown Cable from Northeastern Clinton Central School, beautiful downtown Champlain, April 30th, 2002. And lo and behold, they have another group of runners, so we're going to tape them. We're just set to walk off, and we saw Al Rose waving to the man with the gun. So we figured we'd stick around and get this last group. And now we are out of here.